We are back with the second installment of 4 bad stand-up specials. A quick reminder, just in case you missed the first video, I'm gonna sit down, watch 4 specials the internet just seems to hate. Ratings and critique aside, I give each special a fair chance before giving my final thoughts. Without wasting more time, let's go ahead and get into it. First up, we have Sarah Squirm, Live Plus in the Flesh from 2025. This one was recommended by Dequan Daniel 7953. Thanks for the nightmares, dog. The opening visuals, set, and wardrobe are all an acid dream from Pee-wee's Playhouse mixed with the art style of Bow Monster crafted by the hands of Rob Zombie. A change of pace from the specials in the last video. This time we're going to start off with some character comedy, a little mix of absurdist, surreal, and shock humor. The influence of Eric Andre and Tim Heidecker are impossible to miss on this one. It's a lot to take in, both visually and verbally, as she grabs the mic and like a bat out of hell, boom, boom, boom. It's explosive diarrhea and pee jokes at lightning speed, and she maintains this cadence throughout the entire special.
Yeah, sorry I used my butthole. Where's yours? In your garage collecting dust?
She has, and don't quote me, a loop pedal. If that's not the equipment, correct me in the comments. To play the Seinfeld bass line, a reoccurring gag throughout her special. Not necessarily a bad thing. Her timing is on point whenever she uses it.
What kind of comedy show did you think you were seeing tonight? What did you think? Yeah, my wife. Yeah, my wife's a bitch. Yeah, my wife's a bitch. My mother's a whore and I'm too dumb to know the difference.
I don't know why the part about her ticket price and I'm on TV complaint made me laugh and did so again when I clicked back to watch it a second time, but it did. I also found it funny when she asked who's on drugs and having the worst night of their life. And the guy drinking weed-infused beer, that was the best joke of the whole set.
And Raj, what are you high on?
Edible drink.
Hey Raj, so I'm going to be your trip shaman. I'm going to guide you to new psychedelic levels of understanding.
Raj, I just got a text from the mayor. He recriminalized weed 5 minutes ago, and everyone in this room is a cop. Raj, no one asked you to volunteer.
The setup about her dad's thoughts on her boyfriend was a bit repetitive.
He's stopping my daughter, hey! He's stopping my fucking daughter! He's stopping my fucking daughter who I held in my hands when she was this fucking little big! My precious baby fucking daughter who I held in my hands.
But the punchline did end up paying off.
Hey, he makes my precious baby fucking angel happy! Well, then he's a good guy, you know?
However, like the setup for the dad joke, her entire hour from start to finish is just her repeating everything multiple times, multiple times, multiple times. Many setups dragging because of it. Personally, I didn't feel like it was necessary every single joke. If what you're looking for is stand-up in its purest form, a stage, a mic, a comic, this isn't for you. If you don't like gross humor or get squeamish, this really isn't for you. But if you dig strange performance pieces or wonder what Daria, Super Jail, and Wonder Chosen thrown into a blender would look like, this is all you. Fair warning, the last 20 minutes are all extremely graphic, with the visuals getting worse and worse as they go. So watch at your own discretion. This was the first time I've ever watched anything from Sarah Sherman, and it wasn't rib-splitting hilarious, at least not for me, but it was still entertaining, and thankfully it didn't slow down the time, at least until the last 20 minutes. And trust me, I understand what it was trying to get at with the whole body image issues. The message was plain as day, but I was eating Chinese food at the time. Come on, dog. Moving on, our second special is Joe Piscopo, A Night at Club Piscopo from 2012. All hope is shut down quickly when Piscopo himself starts the taping by saying he's more of a performer than a comedian. He delivered on neither of those, to be honest.
A few moments later.
Alright, I take that back. Later on in the special, much later, he does show off his musical talent. No, not his singing or his rapping.
I was born a white boy, but I like to rap black. I hope you don't mind it, give some folks a heart attack.
But piano and flute are honestly his strong suit. The special is from 2012, and even then it would have been 50 years too late. This comes off as some sort of poor man's Rat Pack cosplay more than anything, and that's putting it as nicely as possible. I thought Sarah Sherman's delivery was fast, but Piscopo was telling stories like they were running out of style. Too late for that.
How much do you miss Rodney Dangerfield? How great was Rodney Dangerfield? He was great. I wrote my first joke at a comedy club in New York City. At the improvisation, we wrote jokes for Rodney. He gave us $50 for the jokes, folks. $50. I'll never forget my first joke to Rodney. I had Rodney say, "Hey, I got a foster child overseas. I send him my picture. Now he sends me $10 a month." I said, that's a cute joke for a kid, right? A little kid, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger. Check it out.
And I call them stories because they weren't jokes, just tales of times that he met famous musicians, really. There isn't too much to talk about as far as comedy. The few attempts didn't land, and like the theme of the special, felt very dated. I don't think there is any time frame in which they would have worked, not with his Mach 5 delivery at least. Let's go to the next special. Going even further back to 2002, we have Alex Thomas with Straight Clownin. The introduction is off to a rough start. The entire opening is basically the token black guy stereotypes from Not Another Teen Movie.
I'm just supposed to smile, stay out of the conversation, and say things like, damn, shit, and that is whack.
We got fried chicken, hot sauce, and a corny catchphrase to boot.
Oh, that is whack.
An outdated "what's up" joke would have been bad enough, even for the time frame that this came out. Instead, we get a homemade Dr. Shasta off-brand
What's cracking? What's cracking?
And this is coming from big-name celebrities, I might add. The funniest part of it all is Shaq telling Will Smith,
"Yeah, Jada cooking some chitlins and asparagus tonight."
Well, you know Jada ain't cooking shit.
Chris Rock is somewhere glad this special's rating tanked. I will give Alex Thomas credit for his unique entrance on the Razor scooter. It's not Godfrey doing martial arts, but it's something at least. The stand-up itself actually wasn't what I was expecting based on the intro. There was some observational humor.
A nudist colony, a butt-naked ass community. You see people rollerblading, jogging, picnicking, butt-ass naked.
I chuckled specifically at the fines given to men at nudist beach for getting too excited.
You know, in a nudist colony, they give you a $35 ticket for an erection. A $35 ticket for a hard-on. Because you ain't supposed to be looking at the women in that kind of way. Shit. Nigga, by the end of the week, I had warrants.
I'm not sure if it was an audio issue or one of those shows where it's better in person, but there were a lot of times when I understood the joke.
Hip-hop has changed so much now. And you know what kills me? You get these brothers now, they really talk how they rap. I hung out with Mystical. We went to a Burger King drive-thru in Houston, Texas.
And the delivery felt fine. The joke was funny in concept, but I wasn't laughing.
They're like, welcome to Burger King, can I help you? I like my Whopper with cheese. I like my Whopper hot, sir, that Whopper's gonna take at least 5 minutes. I don't care. Just make it fast.
Either way, minus the celebrity intro clips, the special was decent, but no real standout jokes to me. I recently learned that venues don't always properly mic the crowd, making it look a bit awkward whenever comics are pausing for laughs.
But one of the things that I noticed when this recording came out, when this special came out, is it feels underwhelming compared to what I experienced when I was there in the room. And you don't think about this much. Even when you're a comic, you don't necessarily think about it too much. But the way that a room is mic'd and the way that the sound setup, it matters so much.
So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and assume something along those lines happened here. Honestly feeling like more of those jokes should have landed, but still, it wasn't anything great. And lastly, to wrap it up for today, we have Roseanne, back when her last name was Arnold, live from Trump Castle, 1991. The worst part about this special was actually having to sit through her then-husband Tom Arnold's opening set of jokes taken off of popsicle sticks.
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a bodybuilder. I'm not a good one, but...
For what it's worth, knowing what I know about Roseanne and her loud, abrasive style of humor, her controversies, and her personality, her special wasn't bad at all. It's also interesting to see, knowing the backlash she's going to get later on in her career, that even this early on, she was making comments about the Jewish community that she belongs to.
Well, I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm Jewish, so that's why I'm like this. I prefer to call those people the Nazi Amish.
Only thing would have been worse if you made the cookies skinny.
She is hitting a lot of different comedy techniques early on in the show, from one-liners.
The other day on Donahue, they had on these men that like to dress up like women, and when they do, they can no longer parallel park.
Self-depreciation, callbacks to her national anthem fiasco, and even a sprinkle of crowd work.
Any Vietnam vets here? You, mister? Where'd you serve? Korea? Yes, not all war injuries are physical, ladies and gentlemen.
Regardless how you feel about Roseanne, she's truly a student of stand-up and clearly knows the foundation. Her understanding of delivery, like knowing when to speed up to pack as much information in the joke to represent the mind racing.
Okay, I'm going to take this bath towel, I'm going to fold it in twice, and I'll fold it over this way, long ways, and stick it. No, it's too thick when I do that. I do it once and hang it down like that. Then I'm going to take the face towel, fold it in 2 times, because I wanted to go about 2/3 of the way.
Or when to keep the pace normal and give time before delivering the punchline or using facial expressions.
You know those guys, tobacco juice in the beard, the great big beer gut, they always have that t-shirt, mustache rides free. You know what I'm talking about? You know, as if some woman's gonna look over there, you disgusting ogre. Wait a minute. Mustache rides, and they're free? Well, I had you pegged all wrong.
Or why, for me at least, a lot of her jokes land and they land well. She asked the crowd if there's any impotent men.
How many men here are impotent? I see. Can't get your arms up either. Well,
she has plenty of jokes about men throughout the special, but it strays away from sounding like an opportunity to just bash the opposite gender, as she has just as much, if not more, criticism about women throughout it as well.
yeah, I'll tell you the women that really piss me off the worst are these emotionally healthy friends that we all have. Do you know what I mean? That read all the books. Women who love too much, women who weigh too much, women who hate women, women who love women, and whatever. Those women that are like the relationship experts. You know those women, the ones that are never with any man. You know those women.
This special, honestly, it feels out of place for the ratings it has, but that's kind of been her entire career when you think about it. She's never really been well received despite her massive success. I must admit, this time around was a better overall experience. Instead of 3 specials that felt eternal, I only had to suffer through one of them.
I don't like it. I don't like to think about it.
Roseanne had the best special out of this lineup, and that's by far. It had great jokes in there that I genuinely enjoyed, and I can see myself quoting in a conversation about quality stand-ups. Sarah Squirm, or Sherman, gets the 2nd place spot. She made me laugh a few times, and I can appreciate the creativity and the approach. She does owe me some sesame chicken, though. Alex Thomas is 3rd. He didn't make me laugh a whole lot, but I understood the jokes, and I think a live setting or better audio would have garnered a better reaction out of me. Joe Piscopo is sitting at 4th. I think I may have chuckled once during the show. He needs to lose the Sinatra shtick and stick to the piano instead. If you want to watch these specials yourself, Roseanne, Thomas, and Piscopo are all on YouTube. I'll drop the links in the description. And Sarah's special is on HBO Max. Feel free to comment recommendations for specials I should watch, and if I can get my hands on a copy, I'll see what's up. All 4 specials for part 3 have been selected, and, well, you'll see. For now, though, I'm out.